If you've ever wondered why your Nigerian customers seem interested but never buy, or why they disappear right when you think you've gotten them, this video will change everything. In the next 30 plus minutes, I'm going to show you the exact 7-stage psychology map that every Nigerian consumer follows before making a purchase. From the moment they recognize a problem to becoming your loyal customer. Now, in this video, you will discover why generic marketing funnels fail with Nigerian audiences and what actually works. You will understand the specific cultural triggers that make or break sales at each stage. You'll also get real examples of how, Lagos and Abuja businesses increased their sales by 200 to 300% using this framework. You will also learn the 3 biggest mistakes that kill conversions and how to avoid them. Another thing you'll get from this video are content strategies that turn browsers into buyers, including exact templates you will use today. By the end of the video, you will never, ever have to guess what your customers are thinking again. You will have the GPS to their minds and the roadmap to predictable sales. So grab a pen, because you're about to learn why understanding Nigerian consumer psychology is your biggest competitive advantage. Now let's dive in. So the typical marketing funnel shows you 4 steps in it. So it's awareness, consideration, conversion, and loyalty. And while this is valid, it's simply a generic guide which should be tweaked according to the specific audience that you are targeting. Now, this framework breaks down exactly how Nigerians think, feel, and behave when making purchasing decisions from the moment they become aware of a problem to the moment they become loyal customers and everything that can go wrong in between. Just like you wouldn't use a map of London to navigate Lagos, you can't use American consumer psychology to understand Nigerian buyers. Most Nigerian businesses fail because they assume their customers think like they do. They don't. Your customers have their own fears, triggers, cultural influences, and decision-making patterns. Now, if you're able to master these, you will never struggle with conversions again. The 7 stages of Nigerian consumer psychology. Number 1, the Wahala recognition phase. Now, this is where people are saying, oh, something they worry me, but I'm not sure what I could do about them. So what is actually happening in their mind is that they've identified a problem, but they're not sure if it's worth solving, right? So they are comparing their situation to that of their friends, that of their family, and social media. They are wondering if other people have the same problem that they have, and this is what is called social validation need. So they are not ready to spend money yet. They are still hoping the problem will magically disappear, right? And the cultural triggers for these are, oh, other people have the same problem too. Now, when they realize that other people have it, that is community validation. We're a community-centric culture, and so people want to be sure they're not alone. And then they're thinking, now only me they face this kind of thing. So the fear of being different, what will people say? Or maybe if I wait, it will take care of itself. So there's that optimistic procrastination happening. And then waiting my people go talk. So there's social judgment fear. Now, how do you tackle getting people to move past this stage? Your action points would be 1, you create the "you're not alone" content. So you're sharing stories of other customers with similar problems, and so people can relate to it. Two, you're using social proof early. For example, over 10,000 Nigerian business owners also struggle with this. Now, the third thing that you could do is to make the problem real. Show consequences of not solving it, of course, without being scary. And then the fourth thing that you could do is to position yourself as a helper, not a seller. Let me show you what I discovered and how it can help you. That sort of thing. Now, an example of content in this funnel stage would be, for example, for a fashion business, imagine creating these types of content. 5 signs your tailor doesn't understand your body type, and it's not your fault. Now think of this other content idea. Why that dress looked amazing on Instagram, but terrible on you. Now for a food business, it could be why Nigerian families are spending more on food but eating worse than ever. Or the hidden reason your homemade meals never taste like restaurant food. Now, I'm not saying don't do your usual food or fashion content. I am saying spice it up and show that you know what you're doing beyond making dance videos. Now, these types of content will make people follow you and become brand aware of you. They have been able to relate and they have been able to see that you're a problem solver and you understand the business that you're running. Stage 2 is the exploration without commitment phase. And so people are thinking to themselves, let me just look around first. I'm never ready to buy anything yet. Now, what is happening in their mind is that they are researching solutions, but with zero intention to buy immediately. So they are comparing multiple options, usually 5 to 7 different providers, right? And they are thinking to themselves, oh, okay, this one does it and this other person does it. Oh, that's nice to know. They are looking for free information. They are looking for free templates. They are looking for ideas and quick fixes. They are testing out your knowledge without revealing their budget or timeline. Now, what are the cultural triggers that cause people to behave this way in stage 2? It's that feeling of make I see wetin dey ground first. So there's a lot of reconnaissance happening, reconnaissance behavior. So I don't want them to think that I have money. So they are trying to also protect their wealth, that wealth protection instinct. And they're also asking, oh, what if I find a better offer? So there is the fear of missing out on better deals, right? There is the psychology also of then go try oversell me if I show interest. So there is the sales resistance because none of us actually like sales. Now, what are your action points to overcome all of these? The first thing you should do is give away valuable free content. So you build trust without asking for money. That way, people are affiliated with your brand from a place of trust. You create comparison content. Position yourself favorably against your competitors. You don't have to be toxic about this, but you can do it smartly. Thirdly, you can use educational marketing. So teach them what to look for in a solution, right? And then fourthly, you can also capture them for follow-up. So you could get their emails, WhatsApp groups, social media follows, and you follow up privately with them and educate them about your product. An example of content in this place for fashion businesses could be, or how to spot quality fabric versus cheap imitations, a Nigerian shopper's guide. Another option could be, oh, this is a style guide, what to wear to every Nigerian event, weddings, naming ceremonies, corporate. And you do something, you create content around this or create a template that would make people drop their emails or phone numbers for you. It could be a free body measurement guide, how to get the perfect fitting dresses all the time. For people to download this guide, they have to give you their phone numbers, their names, their email. For a food business, it could be free meal planning template where you're showcasing 30 Nigerian dishes for every family, which they would actually enjoy eating. It could be a spice guide for beginners. So how do you make any Nigerian dish taste like your grandmother's dish or like mama put's dish, right? So these content ideas show that you know exactly what you're doing, you have experience, and you know your stuff to the T. You have started building trust with your audience, and with that you can also capture data. The aim of capturing this data is you can now use it later to market your product. Phase 3, you have successfully taken them from phase 1, phase 2, and now we're in phase 3. With phase 3, this is the social validation seeking phase, where people are thinking, make I ask my people waiting then think about this thing, right? So what is going on in their mind is they found a solution they like, but they won't decide alone. Again, we are a community driven society. We're not very individualistic in our thinking. They are asking friends, they're asking family, colleagues, social media for opinions. So they are looking for testimonials, they are looking for reviews, they are looking for proof that others succeeded with buying this product or engaging in this activity. So they are more influenced by peer opinions than expert opinions. So they've trusted you, however, they need more validation for your product. Now, what are the cultural triggers that cause people to think this way? What will people say about this company? So there's the reputation research. They don't want to go on Twitter and hear bad things about your brand. Oh, my uncle, my friend, my colleague should know about this. So there's extended network consultation going on. Oh, make I check Google and Twitter reviews. So there is third-party validation. Hence the thing that I always say, that people do not follow brands, they follow people. Now, who else don't they use them before now? There's the track record verification. Now, how do you tackle people that are within this stage? Your action points: make reviews, testimonials easy to find across Google, across social media, and across your website. Okay? Create shareable content. Make it easy for prospects to share with their network so that those people can see and say, oh, this is going to be great, you can buy this. Okay? Build strategic partnerships. You get respected people to recommend you. Okay? You can use video testimonials, not AI video testimonials in this case. Nigerians trust faces and voices more than text. Okay, so an example of strategies that could be used in this stage would include: 1, you can do WhatsApp status updates from satisfied customers. If you're on LinkedIn, you could do LinkedIn recommendations from credible business people. You could also do success story across other social media platforms, success story posts with customer photos and results. You could also partner with respected industry associations or micro influencers. Now, at this stage, people are getting to not just trust you and what you claim you know. They are now trusting the brand that you have built. So you're transferring trust. Again, people follow people and not logos. Now for stage 4, the price justification wrestling stage. This thing is very costly, but maybe it is worth it. Now, what is happening in their mind is they want your solution, but they are struggling with the price. They are calculating cost versus value in their head. And usually they are doing this very wrongly, right? So they are comparing your price to your competitors and to their current financial situation. They are looking for reasons to justify the expense to themselves and to other people in their lives. What are the cultural triggers that cause this thought process? It's that there are people to explain to. So there's family financial approval. How do I explain this expense to my spouse, to my family, and to my friends? Maybe I can find it cheaper somewhere else. There's that price comparison compulsion. Now, what if I pay and it doesn't work? So there is the risk aversion, or it's too costly, but it might work. So what this does is that it makes the price psychologically smaller. Now, create price anchoring. Show expensive options first, then your affordable option later. Also, you can use social proof for pricing. So most of our clients see 300% ROI within 3 months, for example, right? So examples of pricing strategies could include, instead of 500,000 naira, you pay just 50,000 naira monthly for 12 months. Or our basic package costs 100,000 naira, but most clients choose our 250,000 naira package because, and then you go ahead and explain it works. So internal cost benefit analysis is happening. Now, what are your action points to tackle these issues at this stage? You break down ROI clearly. Show exactly how they will make money back, or the feeling that they will have when they purchase your product or service from you. What it solves for them, basically. Now, offer payment plans. If you're running a service where you can afford to offer payment plans, you break it down. Now, psychologically, what that does is people feel like they are not committing a bulk sum to buying that service or product. They are able to, spread it out a long period of time, so they don't exactly feel the financial weight and commitment that comes with it. If you have come this far with this video, then I would assume that you are getting value from my channel. To show support and to be one of the first people to get access to new videos just like this, which I now constantly release on here, please click on the subscribe button and the bell icon. Thank you. Now, another pricing strategy that I have seen work and is effective in the Nigerian market is John spent 200,000 naira with us and made back 800,000 naira in 4 months, and you actually show social proof or get the person to do a video. Now, for fashion businesses, it could be investment dresses, 5 dresses or 5 outfits every Nigerian woman should spend more on. Another content ideas for fashion businesses could be why my clients pay 50,000 naira for a dress when Balogun Market has the 3,000 naira options. Why quality clothes cost more and save you more money long term. Right? And then for a food business, it could be the hidden cost of DIY party catering and why hiring professionals saves you money. Or why our meal prep costs 15,000 naira weekly and why busy Lagos families say it is worth every naira. Now, at this stage, you are trying to prove that your products or services are worth every penny. These things actually register in your audience's heads, I promise you. Stage 5, the trust before transaction stage. This person or this company fit collect my money, run. What's happening in their mind at this time is they've decided they want your solution but aren't sure about you. They are looking for signs that you are legitimate, that you're competent, and that you won't disappear with their money. They are evaluating your communication style, your responsiveness, and your professionalism. They are looking for guarantees, they are looking for insurances, or ways to minimize their risks. Now, what's the cultural triggers that would cause people to think in this way before buying from you? They are thinking, I hope say this person no go scam me. So there is the fraud protection instinct, because as a people we have been scammed multiple times. They resemble people who be their job. So what's the competence assessment? Do you look like you can do what you're promising? Them go still day here next month. There's that business stability concern. What if them collect my money and mess up? So service delivery fears. So now you see how with these triggers, you're creating content that tackles the questions in people's minds for them to make a buying decision without realizing that you are actually nudging them to make those buying decisions. So here are some things that you can do on this stage to ensure that you move them to the next phase. Number one, show your face and location, especially if you have an office location. Be real, do not be anonymous. Provide guarantees, money back guarantees, service guarantees, insurance. Stop that no refund policy you people are putting in your bios, abeg. Share your process. Let them know exactly what to expect. Be responsive. You see, quick replies build trust faster than anything else. Now, here are your trust building techniques. Video introductions showing your office or workspace, or meet the team content with real photos and backgrounds. Clear refund and service guarantee policies. Case studies showing your process from start to finish. So for stage 6, the final negotiation dance phase, make we see if we fit reach agreement. So people are thinking they want to buy, but they feel obligated to negotiate. So there's that cultural expectation of Nigerians expecting that they must haggle price. So they are testing to see if you will give them a better deal or throw in extras. They are looking for special treatment that makes them feel valued. They are ready to buy you, but want to feel like they won something. Now, I see business owners who get angry when new customers want to negotiate. They respond arrogantly and are very dismissive. Now, listen, if the price is on the caption, Nigerians will still want to negotiate, and that is okay too. In fact, you could put the price in the caption, and in the comment section, they will ask you, what is the price? It's not a reason to get upset. What are the cultural triggers? Now, everybody negotiates, so I must negotiate too. It's a cultural non-compliance thing. Maybe if I ask, they will give me a discount. So there's a negotiation opportunity to assess. I want to feel like I got special treatment from these people, or what extra thing can I get from these people? Okay, now your action points for this is to build negotiation into your pricing. Start higher than your bottom line. Offer value. Add bonuses. So extra services, faster delivery, extended support, all of these could be bonuses. Now create limited time incentives. So special pricing for quick decisions, right? So you could say something like, because you are serious about buying, if you pay within the next 30 minutes, I can offer you XYZ. Now, negotiation strategies could include, our normal price is 300k, but for serious business owners like you, I'll give you 250k. If you sign today, I'll throw in our 50k bonus package free of charge just for you. Or I can give you the same package but with 6 months support instead of 3. These are all negotiations, especially when you have a price that is so tight that you cannot exactly give a discount with the pricing. Think about value-added services that you can throw in, that you know for a fact that your competitors are not necessarily throwing in, that people would be excited to have, and that would serve as an incentive for them to make a buying decision. So number 7 is the post-purchase validation stage, where they are saying to themselves, I hope I made the right decision by buying from this person. So they just bought, but they still have a bit of guilt. Now what's happening in their mind at this point is that they've paid, but they are second guessing their decision. So it's called buyer's remorse. They are looking for immediate signs that they made the right choice, and they are comparing their experiences with what you promised. They are deciding whether to recommend you to others or to complain about you. Now, for a lot of business owners, it is, oh, I've made the money and that's fine, let's keep it moving. However, understand that fostering loyalty and getting customers to buy over and over and over again is actually what ensures that your business does not die a natural death within a year or 2. Now, what are the cultural triggers that make people have buyer remorse, especially in Nigeria? The first one is, I hope I didn't waste my money. So they are looking for investment validation. What will I tell my people if this thing does not work? So there's that social accountability pressure for the people that they told when they were trying to make a decision. And then, how are they treating me after I pay? So there is service consistency testing. So other people that paid for it, how is theirs going? So they could still be looking out for peer experience comparison, right? So your action point here is to over communicate early. Send updates, send confirmations, send next steps, send how-to videos, deliver quick wins, give them something valuable within 24 to 48 hours. In this case, it can be that despite saying that the product will arrive in 3 days, make it arrive in 2. Set proper expectations. Tell them exactly what happens next and when. Okay, so you could create a customer community if your niche allows for this. So you let them talk to each other about how satisfied they are. Now, what is post-purchase excellence? So post-purchase excellence is the experience you give to people after they have purchased your product. You could do a welcome package with immediate value. It could be templates, it could be guides, it could be access codes, whatever. You could send birthday messages and discounts on people's birthdays. It could be WhatsApp group with other customers for peer support. It could be regular check-ins and progress updates. It could be quick response to questions or concerns. It could be advanced cultural psychology insights, okay? And depending on the type of business that you do, these are some other considerations that you could factor in for post-purchase excellence. So there is the family meeting factor, where most Nigerian business decisions involve input from spouses, from parents, from siblings, or business partners. Now, your marketing should anticipate this. An action you can take to anticipate this is to create shareable materials that make your prospects look smart when they show their family. So include talking points that could help them explain the value to others. Now, there is also the church or mosque network. Now, religious communities are very powerful, influential networks in Nigeria. People trust recommendations from their religious community more than advertising. So you could build relationships with religious leaders. You could sponsor community events. You could get testimonials from respected religious figures in your industry. Now, there is the school alumni connection. Nigerians trust people they went to the same schools with. You see, secondary school and university friends, they are there forever. Now, an action you could take is to mention your educational background, connect with alumni networks, use school connections in your marketing where appropriate. There is also the state of origin loyalty, where people are more likely to support businesses owned by people from their state or region, right? So you could mention your state of origin in appropriate context. You could support local community events. You could use regional languages or references when relevant. There's also the age and respect dynamic in Nigerian culture. Age often equals wisdom and authority. And so if you're young, emphasize experience and results. If you're older, leverage wisdom and experience. Always show respect for age in your communications. Now, the 3 biggest mistakes that I have seen Nigerian businesses make. Mistake number 1 is rushing to sell. What they do is they try to sell immediately without building trust. Now, customers run away or negotiate aggressively. You could do the 7-stage psychology map and be patient with it. Mistake number 2 is ignoring the social network. Now, what businesses do here is they market to individuals as if they make decisions alone. And what happens here is prospects disappear during the consultation phase. In order to fix that, create content that helps prospects sell internally to their network. That network, now them go decide whether they go buy your market or they no go buy. Mistake number 3, underpricing to avoid negotiation. Now, what most businesses do is they set prices so low that negotiation isn't possible. What happens is that customers don't value the service and still try to negotiate. In order to fix that, price for value and expect a bit of negotiation as part of the process. Now, if you're a member of the Business Growth Network, then you already have access to a content idea bank where I have given you 10 content ideas for each of the 7 stages. The top 3 social media apps for your business and a content calendar that you can use. Now, if you aren't a part of this group yet and you want to join, simply check out the link in the description box and the pinned comment and apply to join. Depending on the social media platform that you are seeing this video, you could also check on the link in my bio for the Join the Business Growth Network. You're going to fill out the application, we'll verify that you're a real business or a professional whom we're interested in being a part of this network, and we will decide on whether you should be a part of the network or not. Good luck, and I hope to see you in the group of success. So you see, Nigerian consumers are in difficult. They're just very careful. They've learned to protect themselves in a market where trust is earned and not given. So when you align your marketing and sales process with how Nigerians actually think and behave, something magical happens. Resistance disappears, negotiations become easier, and customers become advocates. Remember, your customer's psychology is your competitive advantage. Most businesses ignore it, which is why most businesses struggle. If you're able to master this 7-step map, you will never wonder why your marketing isn't converting again. So what are the next steps after watching this video? I need you to pick one stage where you're currently weakest. Create content specifically for that stage. Test it with real prospects, measure the improvement, and then move to the next stage. Listen, the business that understands its customers' minds will always beat the business that only understands its products. My name is Tochi Emerili. I am a marketing expert with over 9 years of work experience across sectors like AI, e-commerce, financial services, and education. I take consultation requests under my marketing consultancy firm, Growth Nest, and I'm also building a community of smart business owners across Africa looking to hack marketing and generate more revenue for their businesses. I have attached a link to my website, my one-on-one consultation, and an application form for business owners like you to join my community. I also have a course for businesses like yours who are struggling with setting up and being consistent on social media and actually marketing right on social media. This course ensures that you move from just posting content to actually making money for your business using social media. The link to this course is also on the link in the description box or the link in my bio. In short, to buy, it's also a ticket to join the Business Growth Network. See you in the next one.